but we're going to do things that you're not going to hear anywhere else. And I was telling you about it a second ago, and I'm going to tell you about another story as an example of what I mean. Jeffrey Epstein, the deceased sex offender, right? Well, he has a direct connection to Ohio State football. Direct connection to Ohio State football. That is, he wrote a check for $2.5 million, Jeffrey Epstein, to name the Ohio State football facility where all of the football players and coaches spend 99% of their football lives on campus, right? With the key cards and students can't get in. That facility, for an ungodly sum of money, it was built. All private donors, right? Well, Les Wexner's name is on that building. And when you talk about the financial services that Jeffrey Epstein provided out there, it's generally accepted now that he actually only had one client when it came to advising or investing for that client, and that would be Leslie Wexner, the founder of The Limited, the founder of Victoria's Secret, had a, dare I say, intimate connection, to Jeffrey Epstein, disavowed, of course, by now, but so close to the family was Epstein that he actually, when you talk about when they named the building after Les Wexner, and I'll tell you a little bit about him in a second, specifically as it pertains to Ohio State, but Epstein actually gave that $2.5 million check, or it was the whole donation was engineered by Les Wexner's young wife, Abigail. Well, maybe not that young, but she's on the board of trustees at Ohio State, Abigail Wexner. But she was part of that situation, along with one of Les Wexner's sons. And the fact that the facility was named after him, right? That was actually a birthday present. So it was essentially a $2.5 million birthday present that Jeffrey Epstein provided Les Wexner. Who's Les Wexner? I just told you, founder of Victoria's Secret. He's worth approximately $6.7 billion, right? He's the richest man in the state of Ohio. He is the largest benefactor in the history of the Ohio State University, Les Wexner. He is the chairman of the board of trustees of the Ohio State Medical Center, the Wexner Medical Center. And his wife, right, does his bidding on the overall Ohio State Board of Trustees, Abigail. It's like the secretary, but obviously that's Les's spy. Les Wexner is the guy who hires and fires. He used to be. He's got on an age now. This last hire, I can tell you the Ryan Day hire, he didn't make, but he made the Urban Meyer hire, and he fired Jim Tressel, and he hired Jim Tressel, and he fired John Cooper. Les Wexner, again, the business tycoon, the guy with the intimate familia relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, who Les Wexner, you know, you probably heard about the, I don't know what it is. It's like $150 million apartment building or apartments that Epstein was living in Manhattan, right? So Epstein got that building from Wexner. Wexner gave it to him. So my question is, right off the jump, what's going on with Les Wexner's name on the Ohio State football facility?